You put on to point to the other one. Oh, for goodness sake, I've just been chatting at myself.
I know.
Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Tell me you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. You can, because my husband said you can hear me now. Basically, guys, I was just chatting to myself. Chatting away, thinking you could hear me. But no, it didn't work, did it? So I'll start again. Hi, guys. What an idiot. As I was saying, I said, thanks, Jode. Thanks, Mr. Technician. He's probably reading this in the lounge. I don't know why he didn't come in sooner. Like, I was chatting away and he was obviously watching the screen and there's me just chit-chatting to myself, but you know. Anyway, guys, let's start. How is everybody today? Thank you, love. Thank you. It's still a bit yellowy in places, but it's getting there. I basically did it myself. Well, hubby did it for me. And then, but I've kind of messed the end up a little bit, guys. So I'm in the process of really fixing my hair at the moment, and then I'm going to get it redone around Christmas time, just before Christmas, and bleach it again and tone it. But I'm working on the condition between now and then, guys, just because my ends are gone a little bit funny at the ends, but you know, never mind. Anyway, that's me waffling on about my hair, but thank you. Feel more myself. So, Ryan, how come you don't really do videos for males? To be honest with you, I don't, because my audience is mainly women, like 80% women. And to be honest with you, when I've done male-orientated videos, they don't really get any views. Obviously, some views are better than no views, but I've got to do what my target area is, and the majority of my people are women. But, you know, I try to do it as neutral as I can, but obviously some things are too specifically to women and there's not much I can do about that. But, you know. Hello, Ellie. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jode. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just the end bits are a bit... It's this side. I don't know what's happened to this side in particular, but that side's gone a bit weird. It's feeling much better today. When I washed it, it felt good. Then yesterday it went a bit funny, but today it seems to be better again. So I have no idea what's going on. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, that's my point, Jode. I do try to. I try, if I can, to make it neutral. But it's just very difficult, you know. I'm so in a habit as well of saying like more like women orientated things that it's hard sometimes for me to like watch what I say to try and make it neutral. Because sometimes I'll speak and I'm automatically, it comes out, do you know what I mean? But I try, like, especially say if I do ear cleanings and stuff like that, cranials, I deliberately don't like put a gender on it on purpose. I try to keep it neutral. But yeah, exactly. Does pretend to be female? It doesn't matter, you know. I just think at the end of the day, it's like when I was used to watch ASMR, I would literally just watch anything. Like even if it was say like a male orientated video, I would watch it anyway. If I liked something, I would have just watched it or listened to it. So, you know, you listen to what you want to listen to, watch what you want to watch. If something relaxes you, you know, go for it. Do you know what I mean? Thanks, Galaxy. Hi, Marga. Oh no, not a migraine. Oh, not good. They're the worst. The pain is horrific. But when you get it with the dizziness and the nausea, that's just vile. I hope you feel better soon. Thanks, Lulu. Yeah, that's what I mean. I do try to, if you know what I mean. It's very, it's hard for me to kind of balance it a bit. Well, I do try my best, but obviously some things are obviously geared to more towards like female, obviously, you know, with pregnancies or, you know, gynecological issues and stuff like that. But again, I do try to just balance it a bit. Do you know what I mean? Thanks, Husky. Yeah, that's what I mean. I have a lot of people actually, when I've done like suits and stuff, people will say, I'm a female, but I absolutely love this. So I guess it just depends on your taste, doesn't it, really, guys? Thank you, Maria. Del Bell. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks. Melbourne, Australia. That is awesome. Well, it's 7 o'clock here on Monday. So are you like Tuesday morning now? I think. You're hot. Come here. Go on. Go on. Go on, because you're getting hot. You're not going out? Well, stop panting then. Go on. Max. Max. The Clue channel. I am live. Hello. Me personally, if I love the video, then I... exactly, yeah. You were really hot, Max. Sorry, Max is in his panting because it's warm, but he won't bloody go out. What's your favourite type of ASMR to make? To be honest with you, I mean, I like doing my medical role plays. That's just kind of me, isn't it? What I do and what I'm used to doing. And I can get really in. Hi, Sarah. How are you? I hope you're feeling all right today. Max, do you need to go out, honey? You need to go out because you're going to get too hot, aren't you? Because you're already panting. Come on, go to Daddy. Go on to Daddy. Go on. Go on, because you're panting. Go on. You can't stay in here because it's hot. Sorry, guys. He's getting a bit... he's panting. He wants to stay in here with me, but it's too warm for him. Okay, so what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, so I like doing medicals. That's kind of me, isn't it, really? But I do like doing creative videos and like stuff like when I do my Halloween things and just be a bit more creative. But like, they just don't do well, which is a shame. But I do like doing stuff like that. I don't do many kind of creative type things though. You know, but I do like doing that. But I definitely like doing medicals. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Miss M. Honey, what was that? What the bloody hell was that? It's made a noise. I don't know why. Oh, we had Alfredo. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know whether that's somebody watching the live or is it just somebody that's subscribed anyway, but thank you. Welcome to the channel. So you said, what did you take earlier? Those mats. Yeah, they smell absolutely divine. I'm going to upload that video as well to my Facebook and my lifestyle channel. So we'll pop that on there. But no, when I use it, I will do a little video and that. It's so cute. I haven't used it yet, but I will do. Yeah, Kat. Yeah, that's the way I see it, really. You know, it doesn't really matter, like, you know, because there might be triggers throughout that you like anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had some like guys watch like my pregnancy videos and stuff, and they've said like, I'm a guy, but this is really relaxing. Did someone just... I'm really confused, guys. Sorry. You know, so it's really relaxing. So I think if you like it, you like it, and if you want to watch it, you want to watch it. It doesn't matter whether you're Tom, Dick, Harry, Ben, Lucy, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just enjoy what you enjoy and, you know, relax is the important thing, isn't it? Yeah, Sam, yeah. Odds and ends. Thank you very much, lovely. Oh, clue. I will talk about that a little bit later, about the autism thing. I will get on to that. Let me just get some comments and then I'll get back to it. Thanks. Is it Macaulay? Macaulay, thank you. Your computer chair looks so comfortable. Yeah, I mean, we've still got the other one that I used to use, but we've had it for a while now. And because it's like faux leather, it's kind of like cracked down the seat. I mean, when I say years, I mean like at my old house. So we were looking for a new. Jode! Oh, thanks, Jode. Thanks. It's just popped up at the side. Thanks. Yeah, so we've still got that one, but then hubby wanted a new one. So then he got this one, and I said it's going to be so uncomfortable because it's that mesh kind of look. And I was like, I don't really like it. Sat on it, hated it. He hated it, still hates it. So we've had to keep the other one, but now I'm quite comfortable with it, and it's got a footrest. So when I'm editing or doing lives and stuff, I can put the footrest out and sit there. It's so comfortable that way. I'm quite used to it now, but it's 6 a.m. on Tuesday. It's rainy. Melbourne weather forces, isn't it? Oh, Sarah. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. I don't really often get many chat things in here, so thank you. So it's early morning then, isn't it? Yeah, because I'm a celebrities on, so we're always watch it say 9 o'clock, and it's like 8 a.m. in the morning. So hi, Star. Oh, thank you. I never quite saw your wrist tattoos. Oh, could you please explain? So this one is an I'm not very good at this, guys. Hang on. There, there. It's an autism puzzle, and that's my daughter's initial. Sorry, everything's backwards. I'm not used to it. I do actually want my own initial on here as well, but I haven't got around to doing it. So she's autistic, so and some people get a bit funny about the puzzle piece, but I don't. I just feel like it kind of explains a lot. Like I want my initial on there, N, because I got diagnosed with autism like a few years back, good few years back, but what, 2016 maybe. I don't know, maybe after that, I have no idea, but whatever. And I want my N on there because I do feel like I'm like a missing puzzle sometimes, a puzzle piece. That's what I feel like. It was part of me not quite there kind of thing. And I'm okay with that. I'm not bothered about that. Some people get offended by it and stuff like that. I don't. Some people might not want it. I do, and it it means a lot to me, that one. The other one is a semicolon, which is basically a mental health thing. So some people again are funny about that. I'm not. It basically means like my story yet isn't over. Like, so that's that. And I put blossoms around it because, well, I quite like blossoms. I'm not an overly fan of my tattoos, if I'm honest with you. Part of me thinks, oh, I shouldn't have got them. Or I could have gone somewhere that, got them done better. But I don't know. But I've got them for life now, so it's kind of tough, isn't it? Yeah, he wants mom. But he just can't stay in here because he's just panting and it's not good for him. Thank you, Douglas. Well, you're in luck then, Chloe, because on Saturday I filmed an ear cleaning and I did an eye exam, so they will be up Wednesday and Sunday. I have everything planned out, guys, for the month. I'm really on form today. I've got literally this month, I've planned it all ahead. What days I'm filming, what days my uploads are, what videos I'm going to be doing. I haven't exactly decided on every single day yet, but I know exactly what I'm doing, guys. So, and any planning Christmas themes? Well, going through my videos, I was thinking, because a lot of people have said to me they'd still watch a video on Christmas Eve. Now, bear in mind, when I film before. So I film on a Saturday, ready for Wednesday and Sunday. Then I'll film on Saturday, Wednesday. So that's how it works. So Saturday I film for this Wednesday and Sunday. This Saturday coming I'll film for the following. So that's how obviously I work. So on Christmas Eve is a Sunday, I think. So if I'm going to put a video up on Sunday night, it will already been filmed the week before. So when people are saying, "Oh, don't overwork yourself," blah blah blah, which is great, and I really appreciate that. I know it truly does mean a lot, but it's not extra work on that day as such. It's just prior. But I will be working on the 23rd, but I think I'm just going to do one with my daughter, so it's not a late finish. However, some people are saying they would watch it still on Christmas Eve, so I'm thinking I might do like a Mrs. Claus video, maybe do like a check on on Santa, Mr. Claus, or something like that before his night, on the sleigh or something. I don't know. I am going to put a community post up, actually asking. There won't be a video New Year's Eve, guys. That's completely out because I don't want to be working that week over Christmas, ideally. I don't mind doing the odd video here and there, like on TikTok or something like that, but I don't. And I think there will be a live on here scheduled, but other than that, I don't really want to be doing any necessary work. So I'm not going to put a video up New Year's Eve, which is no bloody point because most people are going to be out, aren't they, at some point? I know here in the UK we're going to be midnight way before you guys, but I'm just leaving that day. So I didn't know whether to leave Christmas Eve or put a video up. If I do put one up, I'm thinking of putting up like a clause video. I don't know. I'll ask on the community board and see what people think. I'm glad you're all right, Sarah. Yeah, it bloody loud noise. It scared the hell out of me. Neil, I'm all right, thank you very much. How are you? Is it Macaulay? Is that how you say it? Macaulay? Macaulay? Thank you, welcome, and thank you for being a subscriber. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's celebrate their first super. Ooh, this is your first super you sent, Sarah. Thank you. I'm so glad that I caught your live. I live in the US. I was gonna say because it's quite early, isn't it? Is ASMR your full-time job? Yes, it is. Well, when I say ASMR, I say content creator because I do a lot more beyond just this channel. So obviously you've got my lifestyle channel, you've got all the social media platforms and different things like that. So before that, well, I hadn't worked for a long time. I've been bringing up my kids and home educating them. But I am a fully trained and fully qualified and experienced in holistic and beauty. And I have worked in the industry for quite a while and done loads of extra training in-house and things like that. So I could know quite a lot about that. Prior to that as well, I have also worked in retail. I've worked in, all sorts of different things like that, a bar, waitressing and stuff. But yeah, also part of my job, I do a podcast with Jodie Marie, who's actually in the comments. So that's part of the job and that as well, guys. Thanks, interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely discuss that shortly. Yes, exactly. And something else I've learned to use. Exactly, love. Yeah, exactly. Use the drill. The drill. I don't know which one you mean. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, Macaulay. I think it is. Sean, hello. Welcome to your first live. Hi, Amber. Long time no see. How are you? Oh my God, I'm autistic too. Did you enjoy your event at Liverpool Senate? Yes, I did. Thank you. It was. Yeah, I spoke about it actually in tonight's podcast. It hasn't gone live on my channel yet because I was kind of slow and forgot. It's on Jodie's at the moment, The Loony Life, but it will be on mine later on after 9 o'clock because it was still downloading by the bloody time I'd had to come on here. So it will be on. And I do mention it in that. But basically, it was great. I was so nervous. It was ridiculous, Anxiety was just stupid. And it was good, I enjoyed looking around and different things like that. So, yeah. Yeah, I have heard that about with all apparently women mask it, but to be honest, we all knew there was something not quite right, if you like, and everyone just dismissed it for a long time. And because I've got borderline as well, sometimes it's often you get it together or it can be misdiagnosed. So, um, you know, sorry guys, I'm bloody waffling. Jodie will tell you, she'll flipping waffle her head off. I did get your chat message, Sean. I hope you heard my reply. I was just being a bit slow. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like I said, I knew there was always something not quite right. And obviously everybody else did. And then because my daughter actually got diagnosed and she was 3, and then I saw a psychiatrist from mental health, and he was like amazing. I mean, it was like private, but it was fantastic. And he actually said, I think you're actually autistic as well. He did me a test. He says, I'm really highly likely. So he recommended that I went for testing, and I did. Look, I was lucky enough to get on the NHS and super fast within 6 months. And it was great because it really opened up a lot, do you know what I mean? And it really made me understand me more, and it explained so much. So, you know, it was made me a bit more complete, if that made sense. That with my mental health diagnosis, I felt kind of like it's comforting to me to know, and that I know what's what, and it helps me then raise awareness of stuff as well. Um, so yeah, I mean, Supreme, thank you. Yeah, I do, but obviously I don't want to overload her, because I want her to do it because she enjoys doing it, not because, oh, I've got to do this. It's not like that. You know, she enjoys being in my videos. I enjoy being in there. We have such a laugh. It's hilarious. Um, you know, and it helps her relax and calm and stuff. And she actually has a nice night's sleep afterwards, which is great. But and then it's finding things that I can do without her necessarily being on camera, because I need to protect her privacy and respect her wish as much as possible. So it's finding things that I can do that are okay. But there will be more videos with her when obviously we discuss what to do. Last night's video was a haircut, because I dyed her hair prior to the video. So I thought I'd cut her hair and my finger in the process, guys. I did talk about that in the podcast. Um, And as you can see, if you watch the video, at the beginning I didn't have a plaster on. Towards the end, I had a bloody plaster on because I chopped my finger. Absolutely bloody killed. It's all right now, but it's got a little bit of a scar there now. Ridiculous. Um, so I completely lost my trail of thought again. This is what I do. I talk, and then my mind goes elsewhere. So ridiculous. Yes, daughter. So I'm thinking of what other videos I can bring in to next month. Ones that I know that do well, that people like, um, you know, but also being different. I don't know yet, guys. Just, you know. Oh, another video I thought that I am doing for Christmas is a personal stylist one. So I did before, was it last year or something? I did like hair, makeup, blah, blah, blah. So the plan is to do that, like, Kathy, thank you for subscribing. Still don't get used to that. Yeah, so it will be like a personal styler kind of thing, like I did last time. I'll try and do it in a video, like makeup, discussing some outfits and that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. I will also be doing a colour analysis again, because people have been asking for that, but it's going to be tailored to the theme of looking for the right colour kind of outfit for Christmas, kind of whether it's Christmas party or Christmas day or something like that. Other than that, I haven't really thought of anything else yet, guys. I'm so slow. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, it is quite an extensive assessment, if I'm honest with you, for autism. It isn't, it's not as straightforward as people think. And it's not just you that they assess, it's like your parents and different things like that. And they discuss stuff, and you're not allowed in the room. And that is quite intense, really. Thank you very much, AB. We're still watching. Hi, Luco. How are you? Thank you, Tanner. People don't understand me either. I'm kind of just got used to that now. Is it Farida? Farida? Thank you, lovely. Hey, Steph. How are you? Where do you live? I live in the UK. Wendy? Your accent is a little bit hard to understand. With your accent, it's a little bit hard to understand. Sorry, love. It probably doesn't help that I'm talking really, really fast. When I talk fast, I kind of get really lazy and it's just like, la, and you can't hear it. My daughter is now 12. She turned 12 the other week. Oh, I'm glad you're all right, love. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I don't watch ASMR at the moment. I haven't done for a long time. I just don't have time, if I'm honest. And I find it can be quite distracting, especially because I do ASMR. So, oh, that sounds nice. Oh, that looks good. Do you know what I mean? So, however, sometimes I will watch or skim through if I fancy, or just to support the creator, like if I know them or whatever. I don't know, it just depends really. Or sometimes I'm just randomly sit there and I think, let's have a look, you know. And even then, I can't necessarily watch a whole video. So, you know, and if you look at my channel, there's a section and I've got favourite ASMR artists. You can only put 12, so I've listed 12. And then I've got favourite non-ASMR channels. But yeah, you know, I just like Maria, Gentle Whispering, Emma, Whispers Red, like Glow. Oh, there's so many others. I like Miss Magnays, but I can't even pronounce that. But I haven't watched her for ages. August, just, yeah, all sorts of different ones. Lizzie. But it's hard when I've become friends with creators as well. It's a totally different vibe. Um, do you really think yourself that you have borderline? I do have borderline, yeah, I'm diagnosed. I've been diagnosed, and I'm talking about by 7 different psychiatrists, literally, in different areas as well. So I've got borderline personality disorder, and I'd experience a lot of different things of that. I've got major depressive disorder and complex PTSD, and I experience what they call OCD traits, but that comes under my autism really. So neurofibromatosis, I've never heard of that. What's that? When you did at Halloween with the drill and the latex gloves and the bleed. Oh, do you mean like the horror one I did like donkeys ago? Been watching I'm a Celeb? I haven't been watching I'm a Celeb. I think it's the first year that I haven't actually watched it. I was a bit annoyed that they put Britney Spears' sister in it. That's not the reason why I didn't watch it. It's just I literally haven't had time, and hobbies just like, oh, I don't want to watch that. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard one to say because autism can, I mean, symptoms like that can be part of all sorts of different conditions. Personal style is absolutely fab. I'll be personalised one. Good. Will you be looking forward to that then? Would it be, would do it as a Christmas edition, please? Would I do what as a Christmas edition? Let me know. Oh, that Halloween one. When you did it, explain what you want me to do, then yeah, because my mind's everywhere at the moment. Maybe you could do a Christmas dress and a makeup video. Yeah, so I was thinking of doing a makeup video in it and then maybe looking for some out clothes, but it's just difficult because I haven't really got many fancy kind of clothes. And I'm not obviously going out to buy clothes because it's super expensive just for a video. It costs me enough when I have to buy bras. Can you do more videos where the listener is injured? Yes, like an A&E video or something. Oh, thank you, Miss. Thank you. I'd love a chaotic one. Yeah, see, if I did a chaotic one, people would probably think, what the hell are you doing? And we've gone back to be hasty. Because obviously I had some fast ones on here and, you know, some of them did all right, but then others didn't. And I did be hasty ASMR. And, you know, it didn't actually do too bad. It's just the fact that I didn't have time to film the videos. And at the time I was going through a mental health blip. And it was difficult for me to have the energy to do that kind of content, which is why I stopped doing it, if I'm honest. And then I think it's been so long now, that content, that if I put anything on there, I just don't think it would take off. It's like my lifestyle channel. The views on there are pathetic. And, you know, I don't post that much anymore because of that. And I just feel like if I suddenly start posting hasty again, is it just not going to go anywhere because it's been dormant for the last year and God knows how long? Or will it actually boom it up again? I don't know. And then I used to do it on my phone, and I don't know. At the moment, I've got so much going on with like TikTok because like, I'm growing that, which I'm nearly 100,000 followers on there, guys. So if you haven't already, please head over to my TikTok at bbravebeyouasmr and give me a follow. I'm currently doing daily sand lives where I write people's names in the sand. And I do that between 2 and 4 daily. Sometimes I do it 6:30 instead for 2 hours. Just depends on my schedule in the day. But yeah, I do a lot of lifestyle kind of stuff now, guys, and a lot of that goes on TikTok. Then I share it on Facebook, and some of it I share on my lifestyle channel, which is Be Brave, Be You Lifestyle. Whether I bring some hasty content back, I don't know, guys. Have you ever done a hotel check-in? I've done lots of hotel check-ins. Lots, actually, quite a few. I don't think I've got an album to them before them, actually. I might have a playlist for check-ins. I don't know, guys. Have a look. But I have done a few, but I haven't done many for years now because they don't do amazingly. But I did do a cosy check-in probably a month ago. I think it was 2 months ago now. Hi, Black. Thank you. What time is it in India? Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, see, I got diagnosed with bipolar many moons ago. And then I got diagnosed with bipolar and borderline. But then after then, like 7 people from different areas were all saying, no, it's borderline. Then when I had my proper assessment with the guy that sorted all my meds out and actually made me human, more stable, he said it's borderline, not that. But then obviously that with the added in autism, it adds a lot. Part of me, I do think I'm ADHD as well, but I haven't been assessed for that. But it's hard when you've got all of my conditions mixed together. Do you know what I mean? You've got enough on your plate. Oh. Thank you, Omari. Omari, thank you for all the hearts. Yeah, I mean, especially at the minute, I mean, money's a bit, tight. It's a genetic condition that causes tremors. Oh, God, does that hurt? Does it hurt or is it just annoying? Is it pronounced Lucia? Lucia? I've done one pharmacist video actually. I think it was many moons ago. If you have a put in Be Brave You ASMR pharmacist, and it should come up. And I was thinking about doing another one. It didn't do very well, but that was many moons ago. But I was thinking of doing another one, but then I thought, I don't know. I've got enough medication to do one, but I don't know. I don't know whether to incorporate it maybe at the end of another video. I don't really know yet, guys. But all the best with becoming a pharmacist. Thanks, Steph. Yeah, if you could all give me a like, guys, and please give me hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, guys. If you're not subscribed, because I know there's a lot of people that actually watch my videos that still aren't subscribed, guys, and I really want to get 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because I would have been doing it 5 years on the 1st of Jan. That's when my channel opened, and I really want to get to that by the 1st of Jan. Ideally, at the end of the year, I would love to get 200,000 subscribers. So if you're not yet, guys, subbed, please hit that button. It's like really super quick. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it really helps me out as a creator. So if you could all do that, please. And make sure you share my channel to your friends, family, colleague, everybody like that. Just share and get as many people to subscribe as possible, guys. I don't really like asking for that a lot of the time, because people are like, oh, you're asking for this and you do ASMR, you shouldn't be asking that. Utter rubbish. But that's besides the point. But, I don't really do that. But sometimes, you know, people do need a push and encouragement to check or make sure that YouTube haven't unsubscribed you. Because the amount of times that I'm unsubscribed from channels that I'm sub to, and then the amount of times people have said to me, I'm not subscribed to you anymore, but I was. So always check every so often if you're still subscribed to people. Because a lot of the time YouTube does move people for one thing or another. Thanks, Mama. 200k party. Just, yeah, it's come on, it's got to happen. Because me, I celebrate. I always make a big thing that every 10,000 I make it known. So every 10,000 I'll like put posts everywhere and say my thing. But obviously every 100,000 is like a huge thing. Like when I first hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's just a big deal. I mean, obviously you get plaque, you get verified. But obviously every 100 is massive, and it's another 100 close to 1 million. Do you know what I mean? So that's a big thing. But you'll always see me make a big thing about it every 10k. Like I won't say like every 1,000 subscribers. I just don't do that. For a long time I've always done 10,000, and obviously a 200,000 is close. So please hit that button, guys, if you haven't already. I'll have to see about that, Sean. I'll have to see what I can do, really. So Tuesday in the morning, Tuesday. Oh, okay, yeah. Hi, Forrest. How are you? Hi, Taylor. How are you? Thanks, Eleanor. Do you use all your own props? Yeah, I do. Okay, so it doesn't always hurt them. Do you mean just solely personal attention, or do you want me to say kind of add a bit of it into another video? Because I wouldn't just do personal attention on its own, because it wouldn't fit with what I do. Thank you, Miss. Thank you. Yeah, I will try and do something like that, like an A&E video or something like that. Oh, thank you, love. Thanks, Forrest. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, Sarah, I'm actually doing a brow video, actually. So what I was going to do in that, obviously, you would experience a lot of plucking, wouldn't you, in that? But so hopefully that's all right. Do you already have plans to do that? No, but basically, I don't plan ahead because I don't say when it happens. I say if it happens. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't like to say, oh, yes, I'm going to plan that because that's going to happen. I don't like to, I just don't do that. But if I do get to that point, then I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because I'll be doing a live at the end of the month anyway, end of December at some point. And then it's going to be 5 years. So technically will be the end of the month / 5 year kind of live. But if I make 200k at the same time, you know, that'll be a bonus. But it might not be. It might be what, March, July, I don't know, Feb, I don't know when it's going to be. Could be next week. Yeah, right. I wouldn't go that fast, but you know what I mean. You know, we'll see. So I don't know yet. None of the ones have heard about it. Do you know what? Most people don't. They don't have a clue, or they're very they have misconceptions about it, isn't it, really? People think, oh, it's just that whispering or tapping. And I'm like, no, that's just like stereotyping. And it's not what it's about. Not anymore, whether it was back in the day. But ASMR is so different for anybody. Like, it's everybody has their own thing, what they like. How about I've not bought from there. My mum bought something from there, and the people I watch on TikTok get from there. But it's one of those, isn't it? It's like it's a bit like Shein, really. If I did anything like that, I'd get bloody slated, love. Bloody hell. I did do a tattoo video ages ago, but I think I deleted it. I mean, I could do one. Thank you, AB. Pediatrician one. I don't know. I don't know. I was going to do one on one of my dolls that I've got. So I was meant to be carrying on the pregnancy series, but I just haven't done that. And then I bought me dolls, especially for it as well. And no, just didn't get around to it, did I? What date in January is your anniversary date? Okay, so basically I opened my channel on the 1st of January 2019. So that was when I first thought, do you know what? I'm going to do it. So I took the plunge, did it, and then I started doing just some audio videos. I did eventually go on camera with a webcam, which I still have that webcam, not the one I'm using. And then I started coming on webcam and then changed and eventually got a camera and then swapped my camera and all that kind of shit. So things progressed over time. But probably about the June was when I really classed my full anniversary for 'em, because I feel like that's when I put the effort in, that's when I got monetized. And, you know, that's where, you know, everything kind of got real, if you like. But officially my channel opened on the 1st of January 2019. So it would be the 1st of Jan. However, let me just get my calendar up, guys. December. So I always do a live stream on the last Friday of every month, which was meant to be the 24th, which was Friday just gone. First, I swear all the bloody time. If you've not seen me podcast, bloody Nora. And haven't you seen me bloopers? No, I try not to swear, especially on my live streams on this channel, and on this channel. But you know, I try to keep it respectful as much as possible. But sometimes things just slip out, you know. Yeah, so it should have been the 24th of November, but I was so busy last week, and then my husband wanted the computer, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to try a Monday when I'm not so busy, and I thought it'd be good to see if the amount of viewers are different or not. And to be honest with you, it's pretty similar, but probably more tonight as an average than normal. So, you know, but if I carry on with the Friday, it would be the 29th of December. If I won't go with the Monday, it will be the 25th. So I don't know, but obviously 25th is Christmas Day, so I'm not doing that. So yeah, what I would do, it would be the 29th. That's when it will be scheduled for, guys. Would be a live stream, the 29th, which will tie over basically for the monthly stream / anniversary stream. But I'm hoping by then, guys, we'll get to 200k. So please tell everyone you know. Tell everyone, get them to subscribe to me, guys. I just want to hit that. It's like huge. You don't understand, like, a lot of people don't. Oh, it's just numbers or whatever. But yeah, but as a creator, when you've put all this time in for so many years, so much time, so much effort, so much money, so much love and passion into everything, and, you know, making such big milestones are huge. Now, milestones for me are my personal milestones, whatever I want to do. As I said, like, if I want to, you know, I celebrate 10k milestones, whereas somebody else probably celebrate maybe every 1,000 or every 10,000 or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's my little achievements. It's little achievements, and it all means, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, just means a lot to me, guys, you know. And it just helps, you know, it helps your channel look more attractive. It helps gain more people to my channel. So I'm helping more people, and in turn, people are helping me as well and my family. So, because I'm open, it is my job, guys. So, um, so I hope that helps. I've waffled my head off again, Miz. I didn't have a haircut, no, love. My hair's tied up. This is what it looks like. It hasn't grown there for years, but my back of my hair has grown so much, guys. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a new role play to do with mental health this month, especially because it being like winter, and I was thinking it might be quite a appropriate time to do something like that, really. So I don't know yet. I was gonna sort of tie it into my doctor check, if you remember the other week when I mentioned about like coming in for a mental health review. So I was thinking of just tying it into that. So I might do that. First time I had it, yeah. Hi Owen, how are you? Northern accent. I don't have a northern accent. I'm from the Midlands, not the not a northern. I remember your 100k celebration at the spa. At the spa? What do you mean the spa? I haven't been with you. Thanks, I hadn't realised I've been with you since the beginning. When did you start following me then? Are you a Londoner? Nowhere near London. No. Come on, guys. I do not sound like I'm from London. I mean, come on, guys. Seriously. You can't sit there and say I'm from London. But, um, thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you very much. Look, I'm going to see if I've got anything I want to say about things. If anyone wants any questions to ask me anything, please ask the question. And I'll get back to you. If I can. If it doesn't move too fast. Planning of watching your videos when I'm in labour. Oh, when are you due? Congratulations on the pregnancy, lovely. To be honest, anyone abroad think all. Do you know what, Sarah? That is true. This is one thing that I say. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way at all to anybody at all. But what I find really funny is that everyone automatically thinks the UK is London. Like when people say, "Oh, I love the UK," and going about London, and it's always London that they address, and I'm like, London is like the minute, okay, it's capital, but it's the minute little place. The UK is huge, England's huge. It's a lot more than London. And then people always assume that we all talk like Londoners, but then there's so many accents in London as well. But then the funny thing is, like, to me, like, London, the people who talk like Danny Dyer, do you know what I mean? That kind of accent is a Londoner to me. But then you do get people who talk posh, but then people aren't actually in London, they're kind of outside of London. It's like dead weird. But I think it's me, I don't, maybe because I am British, I don't see the big London kind of, I don't have the same excitement over London. I mean, I've been a couple of times. I just think half of the place looks rubbish and run down. I think it's overrated, if I'm really honest with you, London is. I think it is overrated, London. The UK, is a lot more than just London. But, some people love it and abroad love it, and it brings in tourism. So, no, England's a small country. So, yeah, obviously, UK is small. Of course it is. But it's bigger than just London. Like London is obviously the capital, but it's a city. There's so much outside of London. I mean, do you know what I mean? Then England itself is obviously huge, but then you've got England, you've got Scotland, you've got Wales, you know, Northern Ireland. But in general, obviously, it is a small country compared to, say, what, Canada or whatever. But I'll get what you're saying, 100%. What's your opinion on Boris Johnson? Do you really need to ask that? No, you don't ask that. After everything that he did through the pandemic, I don't rate him very highly at all. But that's enough of that topic. Could you do me? Have you seen my pregnancy series? Sorry, I got an itchy in my brow today. I think it's a spot coming. I did do a pregnancy series. I've done midwives, a scan and things. I was meant to carry it on, but I just haven't got round to it. You're from Illinois. February. Exciting, not too long to go. All the best. Right, so yeah, I'm from the Midlands. And I don't speak any different, guys. We talk about this in the podcast, all right? So episode 9 will be out tonight. Once I've finished wrapping, it will be on. And in the podcast, I do actually talk about my voice because it's discussing assumptions about me. And one of them was when people talk about my accent, and people assume that I put an accent on. Where it's funny because Jodie thinks I sound the same. I think I sound the same. My family think I sound the same. And I don't actually put a voice on, which is super weird that people think I do. But the difference is, we were discussing it, like going on about basically if you whisper and stuff like that. But if you listen to me now, I'm talking so fast. I talk fast, I talk lazy, I talk different. Whereas in my videos, I try to be slower, calmer, and just be a bit more clearer, you know. But then my accent alters anyway, because my husband's from somewhere different from what I'm from. Still Midland. So then I say some words like him, some words like where I used to live. It just crosses it over. So my accent can be all over the shop anyway. But yeah, I'm basically Mid-Staffs is where I'm from, Mid Staffordshire. I don't live there now, but that's where I'm from. Yeah, people only went to Amsterdam. But to be honest, like, I went to the Netherlands when I was at school. I don't think we went to Amsterdam. I don't think we were allowed. I don't know where we went. I just remember saying we went to Holland. That's what we did. It was like a Holland trip. And I remember all the tulips, the cheese, the clogs. I still remember stuff like that to this day. It was so pretty. So pretty. Hi Nord Girl, thank you for your comment. Okay, so I'm glad you've mentioned this. It's a good thing to say, actually. So basically, I use a new editing software now, and it is so much better. My audio quality is actually better using this software, and it picks up less background noise. And I've been trying to find the right sound. So I have it on maximum volume as always. And I add the gain extra for 5. That won't make sense to you. But it was too much. People were saying it was a bit too sharp on some letters, not letters, some sounds. So I've turned it to 4, and I've found that that is a much even platform. Now, I think my videos are really loud, guys. So a lot of the time, I would say it's hard because I can't make the sound perfect for everybody. There is no one on this earth because people use different headphones, different phones, different TVs, and how their ears respond to sounds are all different. Everyone's levels are different, so I try and keep it at a set level. But for example, let me show you a video of mine. This is on my phone. That's full volume. Let me have a look at your. That's really loud. That's too loud, and I'm a bit deaf. So sometimes either the headphones you're using or device or whatever. But if I do pop it any louder, as you can see, that was full. even on my headphones, and I adjust my sound. You've got to bear in mind, my headphones are studio quality headphones. So the way I listen to stuff is how it's going to sound and how it should sound. And obviously I've got a little thing here and I adjust it to obviously being on the right setting where it's not too piercing and different things like that. So it has to be set right. So, you know, and obviously my gain is on the right, everything's set to how it should be. But if you have to keep turning it up, I mean, that's a good thing. Turn it up. That's what it's always good for you to be able to turn it up, or, you know, you can turn it down. Some people say it's too loud. That's another thing people have said to me. So I'm like, well, turn it down. I need to try and keep it level just to try and, you know, accommodate for everybody. But the thing is, if I turn it back up to a 5 again, will you notice much different? But then I'm going to have people moaning again. So I just don't really know what to do. I'm trying to grow my hair, Forest. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to grow it since, well, forever, to be honest, but I haven't really bothered because I kept having it cut every month. I've decided that I haven't been having it cut. But obviously I wanted to go blonde again. I've missed being blonde. I don't care what anyone says. I don't look good brown. I don't want to be brown. I feel me. I've been blonde for like decades. You know, I've had moments where I've blipped and changed into random hair colours. I've hated it and swapped back. But this is me. I feel me with it. I feel great. I feel comfortable. I feel confident with it. I just feel good. I'm not 100% happy with the colour yet, but we're getting there. But obviously, I dyed it a lot. I had to go over it myself, and my ends are sort of got a little bit tizzy at the bottom. And obviously, because I'm not having it cut yet, I'm not meant to be having it cut until January. I'm trying to leave it to help it grow. But it's only really this side that's going to be funny, not this side, which is really weird. I have no idea why. So I'm in the process of really trying to prepare my hair. I've got all this Weller stuff that I'm using at the moment to try and repair it as much as I can. And then I'll go in for a little bit of a cut, and then we'll try and bring it down again. But my main priority was getting my colour right and trying to keep my condition as much as possible. But obviously, you know, I'm blonde. I'm never going to have immaculate silky hair. It's not, do you know what I mean? It's impossible. I've never had that and never will. And I'm okay with that. You know, as long as my hair looks nice, I can straighten it and put it not neat and things like that. It's good. I wish my ends were a little bit better, but, you know, working on the condition, hopefully it'll work. But I'm hoping we can grow it. But it's just as long as I can. You know, I don't really want stupid long hair because I'll get fed up with it and want to cut it. But I don't want it stupidly short. You know, I love the fact I can have it in a bobble now, you know, and I can whack it all back like that, put it in a bobble, and it's good to go. No, no, that's correct. Yeah, so England is in the United Kingdom, um, obviously. So, like I said, there's England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. They all make up the UK. Yes, I used to want to move to America. I've only ever been to New York and Florida. But I've always had a big thing in my head about what I think America is. And I don't know, all these things. I always wanted to move to Michigan. I don't know. But realistically, I'd be probably homesick. And I don't mean homesick from like home, but I mean like from my area, like the UK, what I'm used to. Um, I just wouldn't be able to do it with my medical. It'd cost me a fortune. I'd be skint. There's always something wrong with me, so I'd cost a fortune. I wouldn't be able to afford it. I couldn't be living that life stressed about gun crime daily. I couldn't be stressing about medical bills, like getting ill, affording medication, stuff like that. I just can't be doing with that. Hello, Jessica. Ah, you need me to chill out after you lads. Oh, hi, Inna. Welcome to the being a member. Thank you, lovely. Thank you for becoming a member. You sound like a southerner in your videos. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. That's fine. Yeah, it's because, like I said, I think that's why. But I'm from Manchester and went to Liverpool, but most people thought I was posh. That's funny. That's my point. Like, come on. If you eat, like, there's distinctive accent. Like Manchester, you know someone's from Manchester. You know someone's from Newcastle. You know someone's from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And you know if someone's from actually Birmingham itself. But then I always find as well, people assume that everybody from the Midlands is from Birmingham or they are a Brummie, but it doesn't work like that. It's Birmingham's huge, and you've got so many different accents and areas in that region. And then also the Midlands, there's so many accents and areas in the Midlands. There's people in the Midlands that probably live over an hour away from me, but they're still classed as the West Midlands. It's just really weird. Let's not talk about Boris. Please do not talk about Boris Johnson. He's a dick. But, you know, I don't agree with what he did, but I'm not talking about politics, guys. Politics is boring. Oh, that's awesome. That's ages, man. So you started like proper before I really got into it then. And you're still here. That's amazing. That's your opinion on Jeremy Clarkson. I got mixed reviews on him, to be honest with you, because I used to love Top Gear, and I love the Grand Tour. I find it funny, and I watch his farm as well. I do like that. The only problem is he's a bit arrogant, so that does my head in. I don't like the way he speaks about women, and the way he talks about certain people. I don't like either. So it's a very awkward one for me. So yeah, very divided on him. Oh, thank you. You think it's like a weird grey blue? Thank you. The voice of Nicola. Hi, Ian. Try to look like Adele. That ain't gonna happen. Bloody hell, I need to get some surgery on the go for that. And even then, I don't think a surgeon can make me look like Adele. But you know. But yeah, I'm keeping blonde, and you know, I'm just growing my hair as much as I can. You know, that's it. You hate Los Angeles. Why don't you live in America? I don't live in America. Do you speak other languages? Not particularly. I did French at school, so I do know some stuff still from then. And I did a bit of Spanish using the Babbel app, but nothing really. Super cold in Michigan during the winter. I know, but I'd love that. I am a full-on winter girl. Autumn, winter, I'm well away. I'm loving this at the moment. The weather here is just getting so cold, but it's not that cold as it is over there, and I wish it was, and I wish we had snow. My hair, I wish my hair grew, but I think the problem is because it's bleached, it doesn't grow as fast. And I don't know, things probably like menopause and stuff like that probably doesn't help growth, to be honest with you. Um, um, it's not a Birmingham accent, love. We've just been talking about this. Did you join late, Freya? I thought you were. Everyone thinks I'm London. Even in my videos, I don't sound like I'm from London. And to be honest with you, I don't. If you watch back. I was just talking a big section on accent. So if you haven't watched that bit, skip back and you'll be able to watch it. Because I don't think the people here want me to waffle over accents again. Thank you. Yeah, I prefer the blonde, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit iffy here. It wasn't as bad as it was, but I've had to do it quite slow. And like the other week when I did it, I put more on than it, you know, I did probably longer than I should have. Because the salon did it, I wasn't happy. So a week later, I did it myself, or my husband did it. And that made a really nice colour. But I just probably used a strong bleach a little bit too much because the ends are gone a little bit funny, especially this side. But you know, I'm going to do it before Christmas, and you know, it should look all right then. I'm just working on condition between now and then. Thank you. I mean, I could turn it up. I'm just worried that it's going to be too loud and too piercing on certain words, because I had some bits, if they're too high anyway, I have to chop them down slightly. But I thought my videos were quite loud, to be honest. Thanks, Carly, for the hearts. My daughter's good, thanks, Jojo. Internet, thanks. We have fibre to the property, guys. As is a new build house, so we've had it to the property. So it's super, super duper fast. Hello, Atlantis. How are you? We were talking about videos at the very beginning. So the plan is to Christmas Eve, if I do decide to put a video up, I'm thinking about doing like a Mrs. Claus kind of doctor check or something like that. I was thinking I was Mrs. Claus, and I was helping Mr. Claus, checking him over, making sure he's fit to fly, and like, or if he hurt himself, I was like, say, helping him or doing something like that, I think. But I will be putting up a community post asking what kind of Christmassy things people want, just to get an idea, guys. I'm also will be doing a what's it called? A colour analysis based on Christmas theme, as in like you'll be looking for an outfit for Christmas, if that makes sense, and I'll be looking at what colours suit you. You know, and then I'll be doing a personal stylist, so I'll be getting you ready like makeup, outfit and stuff like that. And other than that, I'm not sure yet, because I don't like to do too much seasonal type of content because it doesn't perform very well. But I like to drop them in. So whether I don't want to overwork myself in December, that's the point. Like with Halloween, it was fine. I worked extra, like I filmed extra videos. It was more work, but I did it, and I added them as bonus videos. However, through December, it's like my family time. Because I work so much as it is, I don't want to do too much in December, if that makes sense. So if I did it as, say, like extra content, I'll be just working too much, and I've just got so much to do in December with family, friends, and, you know. But I'll do my best to do what I can. Christmas pudding, I don't like Christmas pudding at all. Ugh, gross. Yeah, so we don't really experience that much, not where I am in the UK anyway. We don't really have snow anymore. Even then, when it's cold, it's not particularly cold. I mean, apparently it's 4 degrees at the moment, which is not cold to me, but some people say it's freezing. But yeah, we don't really have ice either, actually. Did you this video for something different? Timid. Not particularly, no. To be honest with you, I'll only do what I'm comfortable with. If I'm not comfortable with it, then I won't do it. So, no, not really. Oh, you had snow yesterday. Awesome. Oh, God. Guys, you don't want to see me wrap presents. You don't. Trust me, you don't. No, I don't like spaghetti bolognese. No, I love spaghetti, but we tend to have with actual pasta. That's what my husband seems to do, but I love spaghetti. But I don't really like spaghetti bolognese, so I'm not going to go for that one. I'm going to pick chicken nuggets and curly fries. Hi Ash, how are you? I don't think doing surgery on on Santa Claus would be very good. There'll be snow one day in England. Oh, I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Hey, I'm new. Hello, Jewel. Is it Jewel? Jewel Marie? Hello, welcome. I hope you're well. Do you cook for Christmas? What do you typically eat? Oh, I love all this festive talk. It's so exciting. Sorry, I'm a big kid. Yeah, we do cook at home. We don't really like going out on Christmas Day. We tend to stay at home as a family of four. And yeah, like hubby cooks most of it, but I obviously help with bits. But hubby cooks a nice dinner. But obviously I help out and do different things like that. So we'll eat typical. I'll have turkey, full range of veg, pigs in blankets, and just everything really. I just love Christmas time for food. Oh, you're welcome, Eleanor. Hope you enjoy it. And hey, Max, how are you? Hey, Yasmina. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for watching. Hi, Cassandra. How are you? Oh no, don't worry, Atlantis, it's fine. I don't mind repeating stuff, but sometimes, like when I've just had a big debate about accents, for example, I don't really want to go back over that again, because it might annoy people when they've already listened to me talk about it, that's all. But certain stuff I don't mind recapping, because obviously I appreciate there is people going in and out. Um, how do you organise your day? Oh, thank you, Joel. That's lovely, thank you. I'll go back to your question in a minute, Nord Girl. What city do you live in? I don't live in a city. I don't live in a city. I live in a town. How do you organise your day? I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I wouldn't particularly say I organise something. We do have a routine, but the thing is, I home educate my kids. So, you know, I've got a set routine about what we do, when we get up, what we learn, how we do stuff through the day, when we finish. And because at the moment I go live daily on TikTok at 2 p.m. for 2 hours. So I finish teaching those, supervising, marking, all that kind of stuff. Then they have half an hour to do some stuff on their own that I've set them. I will do my live stream for a couple of hours, then we'll have dinner, then I'll chill out or do whatever, or I've got to edit my video, or I've got to upload my video, or I'm doing a podcast, or I have a lot of stuff to do. So I don't really have time to think about how I want to organise my day because I just have so much to do. I'm from the UK, lovely. It never snows. It snows in Stoke. Never snows here either. Um, so that's North Staffs. I'm from Mid Staffs. Don't live there now though. Favourite dessert? Oh, I don't know. I love. Yesterday I had Tesco's finest cheesecake. It was like passion fruit and raspberry, I think. Absolutely divine. Um, I just like everything. I mean, I really shouldn't be eating a load of stuff. Like, I was on a trying to lose weight and I lost quite a few kilograms, but it's this time of year again and I want to eat sweets, cheese, chocolate, sweets, crisps, everything. It's all right. We got New Year to lose a bit of weight, guys. Thank you, Annabelle. I appreciate that. I really do. It's hard because I do a lot. I do juggle a lot. Um, but I have to kind of keep busy because if I don't, I go out my mind. I'm always kind of on the go. Do you know what I mean? Um, and I have a set thing, you know, my kids are priority, my family are priority, but obviously this is my job, so it is also a huge priority. I have to do my work. You know, I can't just not do my job. But what people don't realise is because they don't see what's going on behind the scenes, that it's like a constant thing. Like, this is still work. I do it because I want to do it, but it is still classed as work. Do you know what I mean? Like answering comments, you know, uploading a video, sharing my video, planning, sorting props out, you know, different things like that, setting up, filming, editing, all that kind of stuff is all part of work. You know, doing my TikTok stuff, even if I'm filming a video or a haul or an unboxing, that's still part of my job. You know, do my sand, that's part of that. Different things like that, you know, and I like that, and I do it because, well, I enjoy doing it. But obviously, I don't really get a break. I don't have a proper time off, never have done in the last 5 years. Because even if I'm not filming that one week, there's still videos going up because I've still had to edit them, or I filmed in advance and then put them up. I don't really get that kind of thing. It's kind of all on the go type thing. And the thought of even having a break is stressful, because then I think, shit, how do I make up for missing a week? It's stressful, because then there's extra videos I've got to put. It's just not worth it. You know, now I've got a studio, things are a lot better, but obviously the roadworks have gone from here now, which is great, but there's still sometimes a lot of like lorries and noisy things, whereas normal cars are fine, but if noisy cars go past, it's hard for me to film, because they're all going off. It's all right at the moment, like we're talking like this, it's not a problem, but like if I'm doing a bit of an ASMR video and you hear like this lorry going past, because you can hear it muffled, like, because, you know, my mic picks up like bloody everything, do you know what I mean? I did swear again, I'm sorry. Because when I get into a combo, it comes out. Um, Stop it, Nick. Stop it. Be sensible. Um, but yeah, and I appreciate that, because not many people appreciate that I have a family, and, you know, and stuff like that. And obviously I need to make sure my head stays mentally clear, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to do an ASMR video having my hair cut. The salon wouldn't appreciate that. Yeah, some people are saying that we have predicted snow, but we're not here. Do you like Wensleydale cheese? Not really. Max, I wouldn't be able to do it on my main channel. Yeah, no. It wouldn't go down very well. I don't have a medical background. It was something that it need to be separate, really, if I did a glove video. If I just put that on my channel, the algorithm would be like, what on earth are you doing? Like, it'd just be complete utter mess. It's time of the year to use the phrase elf F it's Christmas. I've done massage videos before, if that's what you mean. Because obviously I am trained, fully qualified and trained and experienced in that area. But I had to stop working doing that because of my joints. I've got bad joints and things, so fibromyalgia and like arthritis and that. So I try not to do them much because it just hurts too much. Because obviously sitting there doing things like this and all that, and nobody seems to like them these days. Warm chocolate fudge cake. I love that. I don't really read, if I'm honest with you. I don't really like reading books and stuff. I just don't. Harry Potter, I've not read it, and it's been on in the background, but I'm not a big fan. I can't even tell you what happened. I don't really know who's who in it either. Atlantis, they haven't particularly asked for anything, if I'm honest with you. If I ask them a lot, I don't know. You know, they've chose some games that they want for the Switch and the Xbox and PC. But other than that, they don't really know. You know, my daughter's never played with toys. She doesn't know how that works. She just can't do that. My son's too old for that. They're both very gaming, so I've got ideas of what I'm going to get them, and there's some things I've already got. But yeah, they don't really ask for stuff like that. They're not like that. even for Christmas. It's like my family are like, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know. My daughter gets pocket money, she just saves it all. Ridiculous. I swore again. I love you, an edited version. I can't help it, I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real, do you know what I mean? Livia, thank you very much. And hello, I hope you're well. Yeah, see, hubby likes that, Wensleydale. ASMR swearing video, could you can imagine? God. ASMR swearing edition. Oh, you didn't mean me having a haircut. Have I a haircut at home, and this way you can make an ASMR video? I don't understand what you mean. I won't have my hair done at home. I go to home. I go to the salon. Are you live now? I am live now. Hello. How are you, Ardell? Is it Ardell? Ardell? How are you? It's your first live. Oh, awesome. Don't be nervous. Oh, thank you for being here. How are you? Are you doing all right? Can you help calm me down? What's wrong? Chill. Just breathe. Chill out. Safe space. Any horribles get blocked. So don't worry about that, guys. Try to keep it a safe space as much as possible. Hi again from Argentina. How are you, lovely? Hi, is it SL? A seal? A seal? Thank you very much. Jordan, from Jordan. Awesome. We are all here together, all good. Yeah, we're all good, guys. Everyone can chill. Do you know what I mean? I like it to be a nice safe space, guys. The massage video with your fellow was cool. Yeah, we weren't coming videos. That was a mission to get him into that video, if I'm honest. I've sometimes thought about maybe doing like a hand and arm massage. He doesn't really want to be on camera, so. Oh, how amazing. A degree in filmmaking. How cool. Congratulations. That is pretty awesome, that is. Have you got anything lined up, though? Like any, I don't know how it works when you've done a film degree. I mean, do you have to go and apply for jobs in that area? How does it work? Will you wave? Um, um, hopefully we'll see. Because I'm at what 196,300, I think, at the moment. So we have still got a way to go. And I don't like to assume it because it might not happen. I can't predict. Do you know what I mean? But hopefully it will happen before the 1st of January, because then that would be my 5-year anniversary. I just would love to, get to 200,000 by then. So please, guys, hopefully we can get there, because it'd be awesome. Another 100,000 subscribers. That's absolutely massive. I know there's people out there that are bigger than me, guys, and you know what? That's their journey. This is my journey. To me, 200,000 is absolutely massive. Like, every single person is huge. Do you know what I mean? It's like a massive thing, and I never expect, because you just can't expect. Do you know what I mean? You don't really know how something's going to go. And I'm not one of those to assume, or because that's, to me, you're taking it for granted then. Do you know what I mean? If you're assuming, and just, it's like you're being entitled that, I don't know. And there's certain people that I know, creators, that are like that assume, and they will, oh, well, we'll be here by here. And that's just not the way I work. And thank you. I mean, I wish I would grow more, to be honest with you. Especially when you're putting so much time, effort and everything. And it would be nice if everybody that watched me actually subscribed, because most people that do watch me, you know, there's still about 45%, I think, that aren't even subscribed. I'll have a look actually. But then there's obviously people that haven't even found me yet, and it's just getting those people to find me, if you know what I mean. So, audience, we have people. Right, so 46.6% of viewers are not subscribed. That's in the last 28 days, guys. So there's still 46% of people, nearly 47, that aren't subscribed to my channel, but watch me regular. So it's those people need to hit that button. So if you're one of them, guys, please hit that button. It's so much harder to understand you on a live stream. Exactly. That's the thing as well, why I try to slow my talking down. Like, I go into kind of work mode. I don't change my voice, even though people say I do, but I don't. But I talk quieter, slower, clearer, if you know what I mean. Whereas when I'm doing a live stream, I can't help, I just talk fast. I'm very talk, if you know what I mean. Very fast, very itty bitty and lazy. I get lazy in my words. More videos of the red dice. Did you see the last video I did with it? I did bring it in, I think, to the cranial nerve exam I did. If you haven't seen the cranial nerve exam, watch it, because I do use the dice in there. Can you explain with a marker pen or a pen? Huh? I don't understand what you mean, love. I agree, everything is better in pyjamas. It's pouring here. Yeah, I do love pyjamas. Something when you first began YouTube. Oh, this is an interesting one. If you could tell yourself something when you first began YouTube to where you are now, what would you have told your past self? Oh, that's a good one, that is, you know. That's a good one. No problem, Steph. Thank you, lovely. Thanks for helping out. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, please don't. If people ask me over and over again, if I catch my eye of it, I just ignore it anyway. Sometimes I miss questions, so I don't mind you repeating it if I have missed you, because I do go off on a tangent, so sometimes I miss questions. But thank you, Steph. Lots of love as well. I don't remember how I found you, but I'm so glad I did. That's awesome. I am thinking about your question, Atlantis. I'm just trying to think, right. It's pretty hard to get a job now in Argentina, but I feel lucky I'm already working at broadcast. Oh, that is awesome. Well, I wish you all the best with that. That sounds pretty exciting. Oh, I like. Oh, your actual accent is lovable. I speak Spanish and so oh, well, I'm glad you understand me. Because I don't actually talk any different. I really don't, guys. I think because I'm not whispering, I'm not talking slow, I'm not talking quiet, I'm not talking clear. I'm being lazy with my words, really. But you know, any tips on dealing with senior depression? Oh God, do you know what? I've got so much experience with like depression and mental health and stuff like that, but I find it so difficult sometimes when people ask me that kind of question, because it's hard and you don't want to say the wrong thing. But it's hard for me to explain because I'm not necessarily always good, because sometimes I'm good at giving advice, but it doesn't mean I can follow it myself. That's the problem. And I know it's kind of like easier said than done, certain things. Now, a lot of the time I can get a bit funny, and I can trigger off a bit of seasonal depression, because obviously, you know, I've got major depressive disorder, as I've mentioned before. So I'm one of those that's, say, person without depression is kind of like here. Then you've got me who's normal's there. Then I can dip low, and then I could get lower. Whereas somebody else would be like there and kind of like they get low, it's just there, if that makes sense. It's hard for me to explain, but that's what major depressive disorder's like. And you always kind of got that kind of issue, do you know what I mean? But I can still get it triggered it off in winter times. And like I was talking to my psychiatrist about it the other week, and you know, I said, do you recommend that I maybe get a sad lamp? And he said, yeah, if your vitamin D is low, have some vitamin D. And he also said maybe trying to get a sad lamp or something like that and sit with it for like I don't know how long a day, but only use it once a day for a certain period of time. And then try that really. And I don't know, have you got a history of depression? I mean, maybe talking to a doctor, but I don't know where you are, what country you're in. I have no idea. If the UK, it's easier said than done to get a bloody appointment with a doctor. And then if you need to go and get some mental help from a mental health service, you ain't going to get it anywhere. Then if you're in places like America, I don't know, you need to pay. I don't know. Um, but my best advice would be, if you are needing some help, definitely seek some professional help some way or another. Sometimes, you know, with some people, a little bit of, you know, some people might just need some, say, basic antidepressants that'll just help lift the mood up. But there's obviously, you know, there's obviously, you know, there's side effects and things. Some people can make people worse and whatever. But I'd say make sure you've got vitamin D is okay. If you're not going to have a blood test for it, you know, maybe just take a low dose of vitamin D, you know, maybe get a sad lamp. Try to keep busy and active as much as possible. You know, maybe talk to somebody or try and speak to a doctor or something like that, and they may offer you some medication. And if you do need to go on something like that, it's nothing to be ashamed of. And, you know, just take each day as it comes. And, you know, and I'm not going to be the one to say, oh, go and have a bath or go for a walk, because that's not going to help. But it is nice to have some time for you, if that makes sense. So find some self-care time, have a bath, put a candle on, listen to some ASMR, listen to some relaxation music, you know, read a book, just watch a show for you, you know, a TV show or a movie. Maybe go for a walk, take a dog for a walk, just to get you out. Or you get like, do you work, do you study? You know, just try to do things. But it's not going to help get rid of it, you know, but it might help you, you know, maybe go to the gym, exercise a little bit, I don't know, but then that's easier said than done again. You know, if you've got anxiety as well and different things like that, I just think having a bit of time for you a day, if you can allocate, say, 10 minutes a day just for you to do something to help you feel a bit better, get some medical advice, if I'm honest with you, get a sad lamp, get some vitamin D, and try and talk to somebody. And that's the best advice I can give you without being a medical professional. And I know it's easier said than done to do certain things, because it doesn't always work like that. But I hope that's helped a little bit anyway. And I'm sorry that you are feeling that way, but you just, you know, you aren't alone. And it's tough at this time of year, you know, but hopefully, you know, if you've got some loved ones, if you can just reach out to them and just, you know, don't be ashamed to tell people that's how you feel. But yeah, and I'm sending you lots of love. And if you know, want to reach out to me on Instagram or something like that, if you want to just, you know, offload a little bit, totally confidential, feel free to send me a message on there. You know, but I hope that helps. Well, they exactly. That's your time, isn't it? And that's what you do and what you choose to do. Putting some teeth whitening strips on, you know, that's perfect. And you can relax and chill out for a bit. Perhaps, yeah. You know, whatever it is for you, 10 minutes of anything, like just 10 minutes and listen to, say, some random music for 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Just do something, just 10 minutes, you know, maybe do some meditation or something like that. See, I mean, I had Prozac many moons ago, and I've also all sorts of stuff, so it doesn't touch me. They SSRIs don't do anything for me. That's a kind of category that hasn't helped with me. Than medication. I've tried all sorts of medication, and most of it doesn't do anything. So you have borderline personality disorder. That's what I've got. So it's hard, isn't it, when you've got borderline, because it's so complicated and it's so misunderstood by so many people, and there's so many categories and symptoms and things that come under it, and the majority, I've got a lot of the issues that come under it. And it is a difficult one because that in itself can affect mood and everything. So I've got borderline personality disorder, major depressive disorder, and complex PTSD, then autism on top. So when you put all those together, it's so bloody complex anyway. There's so many things going on that it's really difficult. And then, you know, if you, like, I had a bit of a BPD episode last year, and that triggered off my depression and anxiety. So it kind of triggers it all off. So it's one of those that's so complicated. But you see, you're in the UK, and it's just like, I don't know about you, but I can't bloody get an appointment with a fucking doctor. Pardon my language. I shouldn't have swore because everyone's going to tell me off now. But I'm sorry, when it comes to medical care, when you're in the UK and you're paying your national insurance contributions, you expect to get care, and you physically can't get anything. I'm sorry, but it took me forever just to go and get a blood test, then to wait for the results, then to this, that, and the other. I was like, it was a total of like nearly 3 months in total for all that. And in the end, I was like, stuff it, took my stuff and spoke to my private doctor, sorted it immediately. And I'm sorry, it's absolutely ridiculous. And this is the way they wanted it to go. I predicted this many moons ago, but it's not acceptable. When you go to your doctor's surgery and there's no one in there, but apparently they're busy. I mean, it's just absolute joke. And then you're ringing them, you're on hold for like 10 days for no reason. And that's like all these people that I see do like skits or whatever, parodies and all these things, and they're taking the pee out of the UK doctors. It's because it's 100% true, and it is so funny because it is true, and it's just like so bizarre, and it's not on. And then even the and mental health departments have never been good, ever. I've been in and out of the system since I was like, what, 17, and it's just an absolute nightmare. But it's gradually got worse and worse and worse. And when I was there years ago, in the end, they just turned around and said, "There's nothing I can do for you." Left me. So obviously I've had to go private for many, many years now. I've been private and I'll never go back to the NHS ever. For mental health, that is. Because the amount of times they literally have just shoved me off and refused to help me, and God knows what, give me wrong diagnoses, give me wrong medications and things that weren't going to help, give me medication that shouldn't actually be taken with another medication. So the person I went to that gave me my official diagnosis when I wanted a full analysis was the one that gave my autism diagnosis, them diagnoses, and give me the correct medication that's actually made me have a stable life. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to have blips. You're always going to have blips. It's going to start, it's going to stop, it's going to do whatever. You know, when you've got a condition like me, with my personality disorder, I've had therapy coming out my ears. It doesn't touch me. I've had all sorts of different therapies. It doesn't work. The only thing that keeps me stable is my meds. And I will openly speak about being on a medication. I'm not ashamed of it whatsoever. And if it wasn't for the medication and that psychiatrist, trigger warning, but I wouldn't be here now. So, and that's not an exaggeration. Obviously, last year I had a big moment, had a blip. I think a lot got on top of me about certain stuff, my mental health, borderline episode. Then it triggered my depression off and anxiety off. And it was just a constant like this. Then I swapped meds because then my new psychiatrist decided to say, "Oh no, I think you're bipolar," even though I know I'm not bipolar. That's where I feel like I've got ADHD rather than bipolar. Plus, because of borderline, you have mood, like hyperactive moments. Do you know what I mean? It's hard when you've got like so many conditions because they do overlap, and obviously so many symptoms in each category that it's hard to, but like you say, yeah, there's a lot of bipolar traits, which there is a lot in borderline personality. There's a lot of in there, and like a lot of it I said to him, I think I'm actually... Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you for subscribing. You know what I mean? It's just, it's very complicated. You know, when you've got so many different issues, and so many symptoms, I've got so many symptoms from each condition. It's so complicated. And the only thing that keeps me going is my meds. And obviously the other psychiatrist messed around my meds so much at the end of last year that I completely went, whoom, completely messed me up, absolutely messed me up, totally, I was awful. Tried having therapy again, it was an absolute so-and-so, which what inspired me to do that unprofessional psychologist video. If you haven't seen it, watch it, it's hilarious. And therapy doesn't work for me. Like, and I know that these are lifelong conditions that are not going to go. You know, borderline's from trauma, PTSD, and that's from trauma. And my major depression is obviously a imbalance in my head. And I've experienced so much through the mental health system, and I've seen things that shouldn't be happening. But you know, yeah, and I know Scotland, to be honest with you, Lisa, that there was so, I said the other day I moved to Scotland because it's got so many positives up there. I think you don't pay for uni, do you? I think you don't pay for prescriptions. You get nice cold weather and snow. There's other things. You've got lots of beautiful views. There's loads of different things that I was reading about Scotland, and I was like, bloody hell, we don't have that here. That's so much better. Like, seriously, there's only one problem. I struggle to understand accents. And Scottish, I really struggle. However, there's some people I watch on TikTok which are Scottish, and I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. Now, my actual stepdad is Scottish. He's from Glasgow. And I can't understand him sometimes. Like, I'm like, what did you say? Like, seriously, I'm terrible. He just laughs at me all the time because I'm just ridiculous. I just can't, like, it's just hilarious. See, I mean, come on, that's brilliant, Adam. That's like, you know, there's so many things that I was reading. I thought, England, you know, we get so ripped off in so many ways, you know. But it'd just be hilarious. Me in Scotland be like, sorry, what did you say? And plus, Scottish people don't really like English, do they? There's always that kind of that divide there. Hi, Nogs. How are you? Oh, that video was hilarious. Oh, it's absolutely hilarious. I actually really enjoyed doing that video. I just wanted to do it, and I reached out to creators and they come up with their thing, and I literally reacted on the spot, guys. I had a headphone in and reacted. It's frigging hilarious. And the start one was actually things that I've experienced over my whole time of doing my videos. Hang on a minute, guys. What's wrong? Are you okay? What's the matter? It's okay. Did Daddy leave you? Daddy left. Oh, no. Let me go. Come on. Come on. Are you okay? What's wrong? Are you coming in? Coming in? What's wrong? Has Daddy left you? Has Daddy gone for a shower? Is it? Yeah. My big baby. Are you okay? Oh, my Matty. Oh, my Matty. No. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, I know you're a good boy. You're a big boy, aren't you? You're a big boy. You're my big boy, aren't you? Yeah. Careful, darling. Watch the screen. Careful, darling. Can you get down then, Bobbins? Be careful. Be careful. Do you want to go out? Hello? Can one of you keep an eye on Max, please? I don't want to shout your name, that's all. He's whimpering, that's all. I don't know whether he wants to go out or... He's been in here kissing me. Oh, you're coming down now? Yeah, Daddy's here now. He's here now. Go on, go get him. Go on. Oh, he's whimpering maybe because he's on his own. Huh? Oh, come on then, darling. It's right, guys. He's been out. He didn't want to be on his own. But he's panting, so he's a bit hot. I didn't really want to keep him in here. Gotten so big. It's absolutely huge, isn't he? Massive. Last time we weighed him, I think he was like 34 kilogram, nearly 35. It's huge. When he stands up on me, he like towers over me. Hi, Poppy's World. I'm good, thank you. How are you? NHS is rubbish in general. It's got worse and worse. If I'm honest with you, it's just getting worse. Yeah, to be honest, no one's got time. Like, they're just not interested. They just don't care. Like, and when you like speak to like, you know, and it's just not helpful for people. It's terrible, to be honest with you. I get really angry about it. I do. Oh, thank you, Nogs. Hi. I don't know. I can't read your name, but thank you for being here. Oh my god, he's cute. Sassler. I guess I joined the chat. Is good boy. Yeah, he's gotten big. Big boy, gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Yeah, Max is huge now. He still thinks he's small, so he comes to sit on my lap and he's just like really heavy. It's huge. He just sits on me and thinks, yeah, that's what I can do. But you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a chat about something now. So how do I start this conversation? Okay, so it's came to my attention. What's my height? I'm 5'4". I'm 5'3". I used to follow. Dan, thank you for the follow. Subscribe. Thank you, guys. I don't know whether you're watching, but it's come up that you've subscribed, so thank you. Oh, I'm ready. You ready, Sarah? Is everyone ready, guys? Come on, let's build the hype up, guys. Are we ready for this conversation? It's got to be good combo. Just putting my oil on, guys. Because with the cold, my eyes get a bit funny. So I have to put my oil on. Did we get a new video as a gift tonight? No, instead you get me. Get me live. That's your gift. There was a new video last night, so if you haven't watched it, please check it out. And the next video will be on Wednesday, guys. Will you do related beauty? Yeah, so what I'm going to do, guys, over the next month, I will be doing a brow wax treatment kind of thing. I will be doing a makeup. I don't know what other beauty related things. That's just terrible. I'm so really sorry to hear that. I really am. It's just absolutely terrible. It's hard because I just don't know what to suggest because I know how hard it is. The only thing I could say is if your mum or dad or whoever can afford it, I would try and go private, if I'm honest with you. It seems like that's the only way to get things done. You know, you don't want to leave things and get it to escalate. Thank you, Taylor. Okay, so we're ready. It's not even that interesting, guys, but I just want to talk about it. Okay, so it's come to my attention that my face and my daughter's face has been plastered all over social media from 7 years ago. Now, that's my starting point. So now what I'm going to say, you may have seen the video that I've shared on my social media and on my lifestyle channel regarding it, and my TikTok. So basically, obviously my daughter's autistic. She was diagnosed when she was 3, and she experiences anxiety, she experiences food aversion, not so much now, but she did. Lots of other things with her autism, which is another reason why she don't speak in videos. She's not comfortable doing it, and I don't really want to because I want to protect her as much as possible. But she wouldn't really know how to hold a proper conversation, and she'd probably go off and want to talk about something else. It's very complicated. I don't like to discuss her much, and I don't like to discuss how she struggles and things like that because that's personal. Nobody needs to know that. I will mention brief things and some things in there. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind doing that. But other than that, it's my business. I'm not like some people and want to share all that because I just, Oh, thank you, Tammy. I hope you managed to get some sleep. We do spa video games, such as like massage or something. Let me know. I do plan on doing a facial at some point. So that's not the right approach. Personally, if they can afford it, they need to send you to somebody for an assessment. Can you speak to somebody at school about it, teachers or whatever? That you'll need to sort something out. That's down to your parents, unfortunately. But I would definitely see if you could get in privately. And it's something to be ashamed of. And you are old enough to struggle with mental health issues, so and if you're old enough to deal with it yourself, that's rubbish. Because if you are under 16, that means your parents are responsible for you, not the other way around or anything like that. If you're over 16, that's a little bit different. Under 16, you need your parents' permission, and they're the ones that need to be helping. You could try and go to the doctors yourself, but they may want permission from your parents. I don't know. So I would look into that, lovely. Okay. Anyway, so I love your hair when you've been doing your bit. Oh, thank you, JG. Okay. So basically, about 7 years ago, I think it was in April, my daughter would only eat like certain things. When she was a baby, a bit older, she'd eat a lot of veg, different things like that, but she was still very selective in what she ate. She was getting older and struggling to eat more things and different stuffs like that. So it was really struggling, it was difficult, and it was stressing me out so much about her eating. And, it's still stressing me out to this day, like if she don't eat things or eat enough or try new things, it's just really difficult. And it's one of those things that nobody will understand unless they go through it. Trigger warning, was anorexic as a teen, and I struggled with bulimia a few years back. And I've always been very slim. It's only since I had my medication that I put weight on. Stopped the medication, I was fine. But I've noticed that since I got a little bit older, I've put a bit of weight on again. And I've always been sort of picky with my food and like a bit funny with it, not realising that because I was autistic, so I only got diagnosed a few years ago. So obviously that was a lot of the problems with my food, which I didn't realise. But obviously my daughter's having issues with food. We saw a specialist in food to try and help her. And we were just having no joy. She telling me to do this, do that, and she was stuck on certain foods. So she used to have alphabet letters from Tesco, and it had to be specifically those. Like, I tried everywhere, all the supermarkets you could imagine. I even had ones from another supermarket and put it in the Tesco's bag. Would she have it? No, because she knew. No matter what, she just wouldn't do it, like at all. It was so stressful. I don't know how even how she got onto that, but so then after that, it come out of nowhere that Tesco's had discontinued their alphabet letters. And it was just a sudden thing. I can't remember how I found out about it now, but I tried speaking to Tesco and they weren't going to reinstate them. It was to do with kind of, you know, they have to remove like certain lines and stuff like that, and whether they weren't selling, which was rubbish because they always went. Every time we went in there was just like, you know. So that was that. So back then I was in a frame of mind thinking, my daughter's not going to eat. What the hell is she going to eat now? It's stressful enough as it is. She's not going to be able to eat anything else. And it was stressing me out because that's the only thing she would have with kind of everything. And I didn't know what to do. And as a mom, a worried mom with a disabled child, as a mom, I would do anything for my kid anyway. And with a disabled child, you do anything for your kid. I mean, if you don't, I'm sorry, in my opinion, you shouldn't have kids. Straight off. They are the priority. So I was like, what do I do then? So I decided to start a petition to get Tesco's to reinstate them, reconsider. I'd also reached out to our local press at the time and asked them for help so I can raise awareness and get Tesco's to kind of listen and to try and get them to reinstate them. And hopefully, if anyone had any that I could buy off them. So I did. You know what the press like, they take half a story, twist it, turn into something to suit their narrative. Take the worst pictures of you, tell you how to stand, tell you how to pose. People don't realise that. They make you do that, you know, and then they pick the worst out of the bunch. Not the best, the worst. And then put the worst headlines, so you just get trolled, basically. And at the time, I didn't realise that all the news outlets picked up on it. And so it went around like the Daily Mirror, everything. Went all over everything. I swear I didn't find out a few years later, or only a few years ago. I don't remember. You know, and the comments are vile. You got people who are uneducated, find it funny, that are ignorant towards kids and disabilities. But, you know, I didn't read them because it was just like, whatever. And Tesco's reached out to me, so I spoke to Tesco's. They were really quite good with me. They just explained the situation. They weren't going to reinstate them, just going on about they weren't good, they're not making profit and all this, that and the other from it. But apparently they do them again now. So I don't know when they started them. Anyway, but that I had so many people reach out to me, amazing people in the public, and they reached out to me and asked me if they could send me some alphabet letters. Now, I wanted to buy them off people, but they insisted no. I ended up with that many. I ended up with like a deep freezer full and a couple of other drawers full in another freezer at my mother-in-law's house. That lasted me for a good while because she didn't have mass loads at the time. While I helped trying to transition, so she was older, so we can try and get onto other stuff and things like that. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know what we would have done. And to me, going to the local press was the best thing I ever did, and I'd do it again, 100%. Because okay, it didn't get them to reinstate it, even though they did at some point, but I don't know when they brought it back. I have no idea. But it meant that I had these people, generous people from all sorts of places in the UK, send me these bags. They donated them. And I'm so grateful for every single one of those people. They did not have to do that. And like I said, we wanted to buy off them, but they insisted no. It was well worth it. But, you know, it helped. We went through. And the funny thing is now, guys, she doesn't really like potato things at all now. She's really funny with chips and will only have certain chips and done in a certain way. And well, she just won't eat them. She doesn't touch any kind of potatoes. She's really funny about potato and all sorts of stuff. I don't know what it is about it, but, you know, but she's more adventurous with stuff now. You know, I'm not going to go into that. Like I say, it's private. I don't need to discuss everything about her, and I won't, but I will mention stuff that I need to. Anyway, obviously, then I've become YouTuber, don't I, and do all this kind of stuff. And it came to my attention last year that some trolls were taking the pee, you know, your typical online bullies, were taking the pee out of me reaching out to the press, saying that I'm exploiting my daughter, I'm using her for fame, even though this was like years before I even started YouTube. Basically slagging me off and stuff like that, as they do, making up stories that aren't even true. And I thought, at the end of the day, right, as a mum, I will do anything for my children. Like, nobody understands autism, you know, and everyone with autism is different. But, you know, I did what was right at the time and what actually helped. I wanted to just help my daughter in however I can. And I'm not ashamed of that. I don't feel bad for doing that, and I'll do it again, you know. And if people can't understand that, then that's on them, you know. The ignorance, you know, is just mind-blowing, and just how people are uneducated about stuff is just shocking. You know, so it's all that, and that's just utter rubbish, and that was the end of it. Until about a week ago, people started telling me I was doing the rounds on the internet. So I have somebody about a month ago tagged me on a video on TikTok of my picture being on a scroll of pictures with other funny stories. And somebody tagged me, and I was like, for God's sake, that was like years ago. Then there was a couple of posts the other day on Facebook. People had tagged me in them. Then I got somebody message me on YouTube and tell me that I was on a Facebook page. Then somebody told me the other day that it's been on Instagram. And then I found out, because somebody mentioned then on Instagram, that they seen it on Twitter. So in the last week, a month to a week, I have no idea why, but everyone's kind of jumped on the bandwagon over a story that was 7 years ago. But it's literally just a picture of me and my daughter sat there with the headline of, my daughter's going to starve, basically. And, you know, and it is extreme. But the thing is, back then, she would. Like, if people don't understand autism as a whole, never mind somebody who suffers with like food aversion and like my daughter's got sensory processing disorder, sensory modulation disorder, autism with obviously food aversion and anxiety, so it's quite complicated. Thank you, Amy. So it's really complicated. And then I was reading through some of the comments, and some of the comments are so ignorant, so uneducated, really discriminative. I can't even say that word, whichever the word is, but it's really discriminating against children and disabilities, and it's absolutely disgusting. But I thought, if you're going to share and plaster my face everywhere, at least promote me. Promote my channel at least, guys. So this made me think, do you know what? This is a perfect time to do something to raise awareness. And it made me do a video, which I put on TikTok, Instagram. I shared it to Twitter. It's on Facebook and on my lifestyle channel. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out, guys. But it's a brief chat about it, basically. But it was a perfect time, I thought, if you're going to be plastering me everywhere with no real context, I'm going to perk up and make my opportunity to raise awareness with it, and, you know, help my daughter in the process. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously people see my videos, you know, that helps us financially. Because I thought it was time that people needed to know stuff, you know. In the comments, I just couldn't believe some of the comments, guys. It's just pathetic. Like, you know, exactly, you do. And like, people don't understand. And it's just, but people who've got children or autistic themselves, they would understand it and get it. But, you know, you had the typical comments like, back in my day, autism wasn't a thing. Or, oh, if you got one of those ADHDs or autisms and like stuff like that. Or they're like, oh, back in my day, if you didn't eat something, you just got to starve. Like, and stupid stuff like that. I won't be much longer, Emmy, because be 2 hours at 9. Well, I started 10 minutes early, so. Oh, thank you, Brianna. Exactly. So you guys will understand, and people will understand it if they've been in that experience, like situation. And I was like, God help those people if they've got kids, and I bet most of them have got kids, because a lot of the time it's grown ass adults, which is that are the ones being a bitch. If I'm quite honest with you, and grown ass women a lot of the time that are the ones that are bringing down other women and like slagging you off as a parent, like slagging me off as a parent and saying, oh yeah, she's a council person, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. And I'm sat there thinking, you're so misunderstood. Like, I just don't get it. It's disgusting. The things that I've read, like, God help their kids, or if they have kids, and imagine if they have kids with disabilities, God help them. Like, I feel so sorry for their children. And to be honest with you, if they're going to be like that, they shouldn't be having kids. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but it's just, and I feel so strongly about it because it's just an absolute joke. Like, you know what I mean? There's understanding, isn't there's not understanding, okay, it's being ignorant about it. At least be open-minded. And I know the headlines and the press, they do it on purpose to get your attention, to make you read and click. But the fact that these pages on Instagram and Facebook have deliberately, and Twitter and that, shared it under a funny thing of Britain or council estates of Britain and all this kind of mumbo, and I'm just sitting there thinking, you've shared it deliberately to get the piss stuck out of it, out of a child. Like, the only thing that I can sit there and say about myself, guys, I mean, you'll probably go and Google it now, which I don't blame you, to be honest. But what I'm saying is, right, my hair. What the F was I thinking? I don't know. I was probably blonde before that. I don't know what possessed me to go into that kind of hair, but I did. I have no idea. Probably before I was properly stable, but but it was years ago. It's the fact that people think this was now, and it wasn't. It was like 7 years ago. I mean, my daughter was 5. She's 12 now. Like, it's an absolute joke. But it's just the pure ignorance of people. Exactly, you'd do anything for your child, wouldn't you? Like, and you're telling me they'll be the ones that, oh, starve then. I mean, everyone's got different ways of parenting, but the way I see it, like, some of the comments that I was seeing were very, like, in an abusive manner. Like, they deserve to be kind of being looked at. That some of the comments I've seen, absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Jack. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But that's what I mean. I think it is important to speak about it because it's just not okay, is it? And don't get me wrong, I'm not heartbroken or upset about the comments or anything like that, guys. I'm really not. I'm just actually probably more shocked. Even though I expect it. Does that make sense? So I kind of expect that kind of reaction from people. And that's the worrying thing, that you think in this day and age, we have that kind of mentality going around. It doesn't say a lot for humanity, does it? And it doesn't give us a lot of hope for the future, if I'm really honest with you. And people, they just don't get it because it doesn't faze them. They don't care. And these are people that will probably one day they'll be slapped in the face with something like so, and they'll be all like, oh, and all be like preaching about it and all God knows what themselves. Absolutely ridiculous. Idiots. But they don't understand what they're talking about. No, they haven't got a clue because they just haven't experienced it. But I just think, I was taking the pee a bit with it, like going, I was putting on the post and I thought, you know what? I thought, if you're going to discuss me and my daughter, I might as well I might as well promote myself and then I share my video. Why not? But you know what? And I was sticking up for myself sometimes, saying about a point, saying you're all disgusting about this, that, and the other, and sharing that video. Not one person said anything to me. Probably because I think, oh shit. Yeah, Sarah, a bit like, it's not me, I'm not really bothered by it. My daughter doesn't look at stuff like that, but it's the fact that I go to her, oh, it's this again, and she's like, oh, Like, you know, it's not fair on her really to keep recircling over something when I chose to do that for help for her, and yet I would do it again if I had to, but it's just not on really, is it, for somebody to sit there and take the pee? But whatever. Thank you, Josie. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That does mean a lot. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they don't get to me. It's just literally the other day when I seen it, I was like, oh my god, like, you know, I thought there's no such thing as bad publicity and all, but I thought if people are actually going to share my picture, at least make a point of sharing me, at least give me a bit of promotion and all. Do you know what I mean? But like, um, and the comments, yeah, they're insensitive, uneducated, ignorant, and you just laugh really and roll your eyes at them, thinking you're an idiot. But it's what I'm more annoyed at, as in. Is people's perception of how from one picture they think they know you or what you are or what you are like, or like calling me a bad mom and that I shouldn't have fed her that in the first place, and all the perfect parents were coming out, and just stuff like that. Hi Carl, hope you're all right, lovely. um you know so it's just that kind of thing, and it's just given me a point to sit and think, do you know what, I'm going to speak about this because I just think there needs to be more education on it, and it's not okay. It's disgusting. Just some of the things I've seen are just absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, the saddest thing is I expected it as well. That's the worst thing. Um, but hi Hannah. Freezing Finland. Oh, I'd be so love to be there right now. I know somebody is there at the moment. Um, Starving children is not a parenting style. Well, it's not a thing, is it? If you're going to starve your child, that's abuse, neglect, you know. But if you've got a child with like eating issues and stuff like that, it's very complicated. Yeah, they do talk about like they have a clue, but then it's the press, isn't it? That's what annoys me. It's the press, They're the ones that put these awful pictures out. They take half a story and share a snippet of it, or they twist it, and then they put like the worst headlines. They do it on purpose. Do you know what I mean? Um, they do, and that's just people in it. But I always sit there and think there's certain people in life that wouldn't survive in a disaster, and I think that a lot of those people are the ones that are like this, uneducated, ignorant. Um, Asses, basically. They're the people to me that wouldn't survive in an apocalypse. And some people's attitude wouldn't survive it. 100% wouldn't. Um, she's eating better now. She's more like tries new stuff. But like I said, with the potatoes and that, it's just an absolute nightmare. Different things. Certain things are difficult still. And she takes forever to eat, and so it's very complicated. I don't want to go into that too much of that, guys. I hope you can understand, because um, you know, it's not really for me to be sharing, and I don't want to discuss that. But thank you for asking, and she is better than she was, but she's still very selective. And she doesn't eat those alphabet letters anymore. And exactly, no one's perfect. I'm far from perfect, guys. I've made mistakes over the years. I've got regrets. I wish I could change things, but you can't. I've been a dick sometimes. I've been misunderstood lots. I haven't been in right minds lots. Stuff like that. But obviously, I've changed. We grow, we learn. Hopefully, not everybody does. Grown up. Life change, things change. When you've been through lots of trauma like I have, it's hard to kind of, get out the other side, especially when you've been struggling with mental health issues and autism yourself undiagnosed for years. It's very difficult. And when you've been in like abusive relationships as like a teenager, and different things like that, and then being trigger warning, raped at like a mid-teen, like about 18, and stuff like that, it's very difficult. as growing up, and then obviously how you are, you know, when you've been messed around and different like stuff like that. It's very difficult to kind of like move on in life, and you can do shitty things along the way, but you know, and that's not okay. Do you know what I mean? But you know, sometimes you've done things in life that, you know, you wish you hadn't have done for one reason or another. And some of it is to do with my issues, but it doesn't excuse things. But if I've, you know, I'll hold my hands up to when I've been stupid or an idiot or whatever and a dick. But sometimes people just twist things and make stuff up and do whatever, and you know, but we're all not perfect, definitely not. But I will try my best in every way possible. Thank you, Jack. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks. Is it Eon? Eon? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I started dyeing my hair about 14. If you know, she's her own person. She wants to have red hair, and she doesn't go to school because she home eds. You know, there is nothing wrong with that. I do her hair. I make sure I don't use any products with bleaching. I will only do it possibly around every 8 weeks or something like that. I've only recently started doing it like that. Before it was just once, and then I left it for ages. You know, but if that's what she wants, that's what she can have. At the end of the day, she doesn't ask for anything, you know, but she wants red hair, so she can get red hair. Yeah, Carl, exactly. They're just idiots. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you, Miss. I appreciate that. Hi, Nick. How are you? I'm Nick as well. Hi, Nick. Nick. From the other side of Atlantic. The Atlantic. Are you in America? How old am I? I'm 37. Soon to be 38, guys. 38 on the 12th of January. Marvellous. Getting old, close to 40. Her hair and colour is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's grown a lot, actually. I mean, I've looked at the videos I did real person with it before, and her hair's so short and so, like, brown. It's, like, super weird. And I was looking through all my photos, like, yesterday of, like, years ago, and, like, her hair's so dark, because she naturally was, like, really black when she was born. And then it was, like, got really dark, and then it kind of got a bit lighter. Now, obviously, she dyes it red. It's just, like, so weird. And it's, like, she uses good products for her hair like I do, so it's just, like, supersonicked. It's ridiculous. No way you look so young. Yeah, I'm 37, guys. I'll be 38 in Jan, so. Thanks, Forest. Yeah, I'm going to have to be at the end of the day because I've been through enough shit, and I've I've worked at being a strong person, strong-minded. You know, and occasionally you'll have people that try and bite you down and stuff like last year and things like that, you know, mainly because of all that bloody people or the creators causing the trouble, you know, but, you know, things are, you know, I'm back to being my strong self, and, you know, just can't be arsed with idiots, if I'm honest. I'm naturally brown hair. I was dark last year. I went back dark about August time because my hair was a bit trashed, even though I think it's worse now than it was then. And I had to try and save it a little bit, so I decided to go brown. Big mistake, because I was in a midst of depression and my BPD kind of blip episode, that I just dried my hair because I wanted to go for this, wanted to go for that treatment, this treatment, do this, that, and the other. Hair extension was last me 24 hours, then I dyed my hair. It was absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then I was like, I miss my blonde. Miss my blonde. Too much. So I'm glad it's back. Because I'm me now. I wasn't me last year, and I changed my hair. And I feel me. You're going to be 40. Hi Terry, how are you? Thanks, Gigi. Oh, thanks, Miz. Yeah, Selka, yeah. Thanks, Amy. Yes, thanks. Make sure you do leave me a like, guys, on this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 200,000 followers by the end of the year, guys. So please, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit that button. I really do appreciate it, guys. Um, yeah, make sure you check out last night's video if you haven't already. And Wednesday there'll be a new video too, guys. So check out for that. And I can't believe we're nearly in December now. So yeah, you'll have to, you know, yeah, I'm on all social media platforms, guys. Hi, Daniel. Oh, thanks, Tara. Oh, thank you, Shayla. So polite, guys. Yes, Emmy. So I'm on all social media platforms, literally all of them. Hi, Estelle. How are you? Um, oh no, not sinus issues. I hope you feel a bit better soon. Thanks, Natalie. Hi, Kirsty. Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate position. Don't get me wrong. I'm very privileged, very lucky, very grateful. Um, I do a loads better than some people, but then I'm nowhere near what other people do, and I just wish that I was seen more, get more views, get more subscribers. Do you know what I mean? But what will be, won't it? So I know I can't believe it's nearly December. So Friday's the 1st. Get my new floor in the lounge done on Friday. So we've had no carpet up for the last 2 weeks. And we're having some new wood floor fitted. So that's due on Friday. And then I'm going to put my Christmas tree decks up over the weekend. So is that Aloes? Aloes from Italy. Thank you very much, lovely. I can't believe it's December already. It's mad. Oh no, eye surgery. Oh, all the best with that. Have you been affected by the new tube? No, I haven't at all. To be honest with you, no. I know I haven't caught up with all my comments yet, but I don't think of even one person said anything, if I'm honest. But there's nothing we can do about it, guys. It's literally, I went to the YouTube event the other week and I was hanging around with the MD of YouTube for the UK, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they don't really want to be putting quieting their ads down, because they were saying to me that no advertiser is going to agree to have their ad quiet because they want their ad to be heard. So, and then she was talking to the woman that I was talking to, which is actually Gary Neville's kind of like PR woman for his YouTube channel. And she was like, no, because I won't want the ad quiet either, which you don't. It's the only thing they said, they want us to try and get the algorithm to give us quite a type of ads, such as say like the car map, for example. And we have to kind of hashtag like sleep aid, but they said they don't know anything about that. That's just what some people have said. But one of the partner managers there said they're trying to hope that it can generate quite ads, but they don't know how it's going to be done or anything. And I said to him, like, I feel like we as a community are penalised. And they said they don't discriminate or do this, that, and the other. I said, yeah, but it feels like that often. I said, because ASMR doesn't get pushed out very much, and you keep changing things, which kind of affects us, with how things sound. You can't do this, you can't do that. And do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Hopefully it'll be all right. However, they did say something which I thought, great. I knew this was coming. So they were on about the guy that they're kind of experimenting with mid-roll ad things at the moment. So, and I turned around and said, you're just going to be joking. I said, if you're going to end up putting mid-roll ads as compulsory, I said, you've got to make them like quiet for the middle. There's got to be some kind of option, but apparently they're trialing around things at the moment, so I don't know what exactly. That's all I know. So don't go spinning it or changing little stories. Anybody that feels like spinning what I've said. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the subscribe. Um, but that's what the one guy said to me, that they're trying to do things, test things to see how they can get away with having it mid-roll ads without affecting people too much, like any channel basically. But I don't know anything else about that. That's all he said to me, was we're trying things to do with mid-roll ads, and that's it. Which I've thought down the line it's going to end up putting compulsory in, and at some point I wouldn't even be surprised if they made it a subscription-based app, as in you have to have premium to use it. But to me, I just don't see how that's going to work, if I'm really honest with you. But I don't know. It's all speculation at the moment. All we know is that you will get pre-roll and post-roll ads, and we can't do anything about it. We can't turn them off. We can't do anything. We've got no control. As soon as you tick ads on, that's it. There's nothing. There's no other option. But you know, so far, touch wood, I haven't really had anyone kind of, you know, say anything. And if people do, you know, there's not much I can do about it. I don't know, Sarah. Thank you, Forrest. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been here with me all night, and I appreciate your words. So thank you. Hope you have a lovely evening. I will be going in a sec, guys. I have gone on a bit too long. Yeah, Sarah, I don't know about that at the moment. I did think at some point it would be. Um, um, Yeah, exactly. See, I don't know. It's just speculation. You know, that's what I feel like at some point it would be. I don't know. You know, I feel like saying 5 years' time, I feel personally it will be a prescription service subscription. My husband thinks it wouldn't be because it wouldn't work, you know, and they just feel like people just bugger off. So, you know, and I'm like, yeah, but I think a part of it is I worry that's what's going to happen. Um, However, the ad thing at the end, I mean, the ad thing in the middle, that to me, that just wouldn't work either. I can't stand watching any video with any ad. I have premium, so, you know, luckily I don't have to do that. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They won't say. They've mentioned that they're just trying things for mid-roll ads, so I don't know what that means. They're just seeing if we can do things in a better way without disrupting people too much. That's what they've said to me. So I don't know what that means. I don't know timescales. I don't know their plans, and I don't know how long they test things out for. Um, so we just got to kind of go with it and see what happens, really. But hopefully it doesn't go down that route, because I will be bloody peed off. But you know, hopefully, and even if it is, I hope it's years and years down the line. Do you know what I mean? So, but you know, for now, you know, we haven't got to worry about anything. And obviously, if I do find out anything about any of that at any point, if we get notified of anything, I will be keeping it all updated anyway. But as far as we stand now, there is no action or plans currently to turn on mid-roll ads, so we haven't got to worry about anything, guys. So enjoy my videos, chill out a little bit, you know, listen, don't worry about anything. You haven't got to worry about stuff. Just enjoy my videos. Oh, thank you, Natalie. I'm glad. Thank you, Shayla. I appreciate that. Hi, the fabled snake. Oh, thank you, Estelle. Having to submit one. Oh God, good luck with that. I can't understand your writing. Nat, I don't understand your language. So niece, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Can't say your name. I don't know what you're saying. I can't see any of it. But thank you for being here. Oh, hi, Alexandra. Aspire to go blonde. That is awesome. Thank you. Oh, don't be nervous. You'll be fine. Just, you know, deep breaths. You know, I'm guessing you were having an anaesthetic anyway, so just go with it, you know. Oh, thank you, Sierra. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the subscribe, Terry. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, 2 o'clock tomorrow, lovely. I have selected you as a mod on there now, so hopefully you'll see that option. It means you can pin things, delete comments, remove comments and different things like that. And it just, if you'll get like a little cog next to your name, I think. So if somebody says something and you want to respond back direct to that person, they'll know that you're a mod, basically. Thank you so much, guys, as well. I am going to have to go. I don't know who Beta Squad is. I don't know who that is. I'm good, Natasha. I hope you are. I'm thinking about doing maybe Mrs. Claus helps Santa before he flies off or something. If you've just joined the video, guys, if you can watch it back, and I answer a lot of questions about Christmas videos, accent, God knows what else. So if you want to watch it back, I'd really appreciate it, guys. Please give it a like as well. And if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button because I'm trying to get to 200,000 likes. And if you haven't already, please follow me on all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And please make sure you follow me on TikTok as well, guys. I'm trying to get to 100,000 followers. We're not far off. So, and I do daily sand lives on TikTok as well when I'll write people's names in the sand. So if that's of interest to you, join tomorrow at 2 p.m, guys, on TikTok. And that's 2 p.m. GMT, guys. So, hi all. Yeah, just relax a little bit, love. And I mean, I've had so much surgery. I've had all sorts of surgery and it's been perfectly fine. So guys, I must head off because I've done a lot longer than I wanted to today. I was on 10 minutes early and I've gone over 24 minutes off from 9 o'clock. And I really need to go and have my meds, get in my PJs and settle down for the evening. So thank you so much. It's been nice to have you all here. You mean like the one from very years ago? It was full blonde and has the hair dye. Was it like a black background? Elegant. I didn't like that one. But thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for being here. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for all your lovely words, likes, any shares, any subscribers, and anyone that's gifted. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, you've got back pain. I'm sorry to hear that, lovely. Have a hot water bottle or something, see if that helps. Just a few months ago. I don't know which one you mean. I do need to do a hairdresser video, though, on the camera. So anyway, guys, I'm going to have to pop off now because it's late. Thank you so much, lovelies. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for everybody and your understanding and you listening to me and stuff like that. It really does mean a lot, guys. Next live will be the 29th of December. Can you believe it? And I'm hoping on that live, at our 5-year anniversary as well, I can sit there and say we've made 200,000 subscribers. So come on, guys, tell all your friends, all your family, colleagues, everyone. Get them to give me a follow, guys. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much, lovelies. I'm really going to go now, guys. So I'm going to somehow turn it off. I don't know how to turn it off. I forgot how to do it. No, I'm not a medical professional at all, guys. A lot of it's just an experience. Okay, guys. Right, my lovelies, I'm going to go. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you next month. Please check out all my videos. Lots of love. Bye-bye.